sick and fucking tired of this fucking dog barking all the fucking time. I'm trying to do a fucking podcast. Fucking all shit. I always gotta fucking do it. Motherfucker. La 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 la, Papa Pinky, Papa Pinky. What in the name of Santa Claus, masturbating, a Julia Child's joy of cooking are you doing, bro? I'm singing. I'm happy. Why are you happy? Because we're gonna fuck shit up. Do you ever smile? It's like you don't have any emotions at all. Ever. I don't have emotions. I have logic. I don't have fear. Only courage. I don't have doubt. Only confidence. I don't love. I don't cry. I don't hesitate. I'm here to get you to your destination. And if for some reason you start getting sidetracked, I'm gonna snap your fucking bones off and beat you upside your head with them, one at a time. How's your word structures? Have you been working on the letter S like we talked about? Yeah, let me hear it. You're a silicone stuffed senior citizen, schizophrenic stripper, smallpox sausage sampling, semen swallowing, slippery sarcophagus, soft sagging throat covered in shingles, stretched sideways, strawberry shortcake looking motherfucker. I'm on a roll. Can I just go off topic for a quick second? Yeah, go ahead. You're living proof that not all abortions were 100% guaranteed, and you look like it too. Your vagina looks like someone ripped it off, turned it inside out, finger painted it red, dropped it on the ground, it landed in cat hair. You picked it up without cleaning it off, glued it back on, and then you ask your partner, hey, do you want to go down on me?
Papa Pinky.
Hey, what? Who was that masked man? What one? Ha, good answer. I knew that I was a sexy, desirable man under all of my fat, my pain, and my fear. I was always worried about what other people were going to think about me if I decided to just let my monster out. But after I opened the cage, he just took over. And now, it doesn't matter what you think of me, because, well, I don't give a fuck. But for real, I'm in a league of my own. I know this. I've been searching high and fucking low. Not for a rapper. I'm looking for a speaker. But you could be a rapper. We don't need a beat. We don't need to talk about moms and guns. We don't even need to rhyme. Not one single fucking word. Let's just have a letter war. Let's see where you stand. Because as soon as I lock in on your location, I'll turn my tongue into a missile and I'll drop it on top of your pretend character that's sitting at a cardboard desk inside of a plastic chair with a little Tykes microphone while you're eating cold pizza and drinking a fucking diet soda, and then all of a sudden... You blow the fuck up. Yeah, don't play with me. I need you to work on your breathing more. Are you still smoking weed? Fuck yeah. Are you still doing diaphragm exercises? Yep. Do more. Okay. Remember, you have 2 tanks. I know, lungs and diaphragm. Prepare them both and release slowly. Stay focused on the rhythm and make sure your words are in order. Don't hesitate out of fear of what the fucking audience is gonna think after your words come out of your mouth. Some people will be offended. Fuck them. Some people will be pissed. Fuck them. Some people will be in awe and others will love you. Guess what? Fuck them? Yeah, fuck everyone. When you're speaking, you let them feel the way they feel. You just do what you do. I love you. I know. Don't you love me? No. Why? I'm not here to love you. Then why are you here? To teach you how to love yourself. Fuck. Well, keep up the good work because I never want you to leave. Listen, yeah, we came here together. We leave together. We live together. We die together. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm a word surgeon. I perform open heart surgery on every letter and I stitch them together into a twisted, awe-inspiring, jaw-dropping, what the fuck did he just say kind of alphabet orgy. Yeah, I'm lit, motherfucker, like a dynamite wick, and it's full, not a half stick. Could you imagine how incredible it would feel to be able to use your tongue like this? Ladies, to be able to use this tongue. This thing actually has a mind of its own, and when it wants to go for a stroll, it just gets up and goes. It never asks fucking permission. It just points and shoots, and usually, whatever it touches. Well, let's just leave it at that. I know a thing or two about monsters. You see, your monster is an out-cold, pre-programmed, heartless, ferocious, unstoppable, risk-taking, pain-consuming, laser-focused, steel-covered, bulletproof, titanium-coated, fire-red, glowing, liquid lithium, lightsaber-slinging, test tube engineered to perfection, badass motherfucker, and at the rate of speed he or she travels at, nothing would stand even the smallest of chances to remain intact once they come in contact with your beast, because that is the true and undeniable power that you have at your fucking fingertips. We're here to serve as your guide through life, but you probably still have him or her locked up. After you boy let me out, I snatched him up by the neck, I slammed his face against the mirror, I looked him directly in the eyes, and I said, and I quote, "It's about fucking time that you stop acting like a common average peasant who's just trying to make it through life until you die." Then I took over his body and put his punk ass in timeout, so if you're listening, shit isn't the same anymore. Daddy's home, bitch. Let me get this straight. You feel like you have the ability to unhinge your jaw socket and outspeak me? That's incredibly hot, so give it to me. Let's hear what your fucking fractured larynx and your fucking gross stunted vocal cords sound like. I'm waiting because you could tie my hands behind my back, zip tie my feet together, put a dirty pair of Steve-O's underwear in my mouth, and then seal it up with packaging tape, and I would still make you feel like you were being beaten to the edge of death just from the echo of the words that would be trapped inside of my fucking head. I'm impregnated with letter seeds. I feel them growing, and just before I give birth to each one, I gently kiss them on their little heads and smack them on their ass, and then I say, go make friends with your siblings and form gangs of words that'll leave people speechless. Now look, your time here is so very temporary. If you're gonna come at me, make sure the rest of your fucking life's in order, because I will verbally murder you, and you won't be going home, so be sure you let me know who to call to come pick your limp carcass up after it collapses at my feet and you expire, motherfucker.
Papa Pinky.
Hey bro. Hey, what's up? I like what you're turning into, man. You've come so far in such a short time. Thanks. You're welcome. So do you want to play catch with words, or are you gonna be a bitch? A bitch? No, I'm not gonna be a bitch. And as a matter of fact, fuck you. And you can go first if you want. Okay, I'm down. You're an overweight albino hairless mute who's blind in one eye with a plastic foot super glued to your nub that you found in a pile of mannequin parts, and you dumpster dive for leftovers, and you sleep in a sewer tunnel with your pet mice. You're missing 6 digits and all you have is a thumb and an index finger on each stump. You sloth looking lobster claw pincher, crooked forearm, fractured femur, ferret fucking fish scaled semen sucking sack of sloppy thick slippery shit biscuits. You fell in a skating rink one day and landed on your palms and permanently bent both of your arms, and they look like boomerangs, and you're always walking around looking like you want to give everybody a hug, and they just fucking run away from you. You're a fucking snaggletooth, cavity filled, gum infected, sideways lip puckering, herpy pus dripping, scab torn and slightly bleeding from the crusty cracks at the corners of your mouth looking motherfucker. Bell bottom wearing winter boots, sporting backpack, carrying brain damage from headbutt in a vending machine with a short buzz helmet, cross-eyed chap nipple don't wipe all the way, hillbilly woodchuck dick sucking, getting double fist fuck, razor blade slippery slip, and you got your wrist cut, bitch. I can do this shit while I'm drinking piss from a sippy cup with the motherfucking hiccups. You're shaped like a cactus with half of your fucking pickers missing. You're more like a fucking rib cucumber with a condom on it, and you're about to be inserted into someone's dirty asshole on Pornhub. Your mouth is constipated, all backed up and full of shit. You could live 3 times longer than me, bring everybody back to life that's ever been alive, and you'd still never find a motherfucker like this anywhere, bitch. Your breath smells like you chewed on cockroaches and slept with the pulp of their dead bodies in your mouth, eye boogers that have layers. You smoke like wet leaves on a bonfire. Your lungs gurgle when you breathe like you swallowed a homeless midget stick behind a fucking garbage can at a carnival. You have half a hip and you walk like a drunk crackhead stripper who was hit by a car and stepped on by a horse. You're missing them 2 front teeth, and when you try to whistle, all you do is spit, and you look like a pissed off snake that's hissing. You're despicable, cock milking, ball juggling, upper lip tucking, tongue twirling, throat gaping, vocal cord curving, esophagus suction, saliva secreting, semen swallowing, hollow headed, homophobic host for huge hammer headed, hard heaping handfuls of horse manure. You motherfuckers pretend like you can talk shit like me when in reality, bitch, you can barely fart from your mouth. You talk for between 1 and 3 hours and you still fail to deliver any sort of a message. You have 0 punchlines, and I'd rather shove 2 used tampons that came out of a corpse's vagina in my nostrils and then eat the rim of a porcupine's asshole, and then afterwards allow people to film me getting pissed on by handicapped giraffes rather than listen to your slow and painful re-regurgitating fucking nonsense. If I had half a fuck left, I'd set it on fire in front of you, and then I'd run you over with a tractor and leave you for dead in the middle of the road like a fucking raccoon that was trying to get to the other side of the expressway to save its babies. You go to the zoo, sit in front of the gorilla exhibit, and you play with yourself while they watch, and after you feel inspired, you go home and bathe in weak old cold bath water, and then you sit in the fucking creaking office chair 4 feet away from your broken down karaoke microphone and pretend to be a fucking podcaster. Let me tell you something, someone who's on life support and considered clinically brain dead has more of a chance at fucking with me than you'll ever have. No matter your name, no matter your claim, I'll burn your hopes and dreams to the ground because I'm a word arsonist. The alphabet is my fuel, my tongue is a flamethrower, and there's nothing that could ever stop me from fucking your shit up. Try me out, I'm here waiting for you. If you exist, please come play with me because I'll tell you what, it's lonely over here, and if I offended you, that's great because that's my aim. I aim to open you up like a manhole cover so I can show you just how full of shit you really are, bitch. I literally make you reevaluate the opinion of yourself. I say more in 240 seconds than you can say in 3 hours and 9 minutes. You build a podcast out of wet cardboard boxes and popsicle sticks next to a homeless shelter, and it doesn't even have a fucking roof on it. You talk sideways like your jaw was put on wrong, and then you trip over your tongue like it came all the way out of your mouth and got caught under your feet, and when you fell, you landed on your face in a pile of possum vomit and broke your nose, and that's what you sound like when you speak, and nobody wants to hear that fucking bullshit. You lick the stitches and staples that hold the wound together where your fucking dog had its testicles removed while you're petting its bald patch on the side of its face, and you're wearing the shock collar and holding the remote so you can zap yourself because you're a sick fuck and it takes you 43 minutes for your intro and people still have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, and you want to know why people don't fucking listen to you.
Papa Pinky.
Hey, that was a really good job. Hey, you too. Hey, can we talk about something a little more serious now, though? Sure. Okay, your heart's broken. It sucks. I know. I've been there. You lost someone very close to you. It is fucking breathtaking. I also know. I've been there. It's fucked up. You're going to be unavailable for a period of time, so you can clean yourself up and put your pieces back together before the new you emerges. I also know. I've been there. Now admit it, you're not going to be the same, and you shouldn't be. You're never going to look at things the same, ever again. And that's just fine, because that's just how it works. Life is one big experience, and how you choose to experience it, well, that's going to be determined by your tenacity, your bravery, your grit, your unwavering fortitude, and speaking from experience, and most important of all, letting your monster out of the fucking cage. That's really going to help you not only rebuild, but he or she will show you what you've been missing out on. Because all of your skills that have been inside of you, all of your miserable life that you never knew you had can now be showcased, and you can finally introduce the real you to the world and let a motherfucker know you're here, and people will take notice. Some will hate you, and that's awesome, because we all need haters, but most of them, they'll love you. Now, day by day, if you learn how to appreciate and put to use the current time, the moment you're currently in, and not worry about tomorrow and beyond. And I didn't say not to plan for the future. I just said, make today matter, and if tomorrow shows up, then make that day better than the one before, and so on and so forth. You're nothing short of a lazy, self-pity piece of shit for treating yourself like a weak garbage disposal. This is your fault. People can spot you in life's gym, but they can't do the other 99% of the lifting for you. Number one, that's your job, and number two, they have their own fucking living and lifting to do, motherfucker. So as always, always, if your bar is too heavy, rack it, take some weight off, and get back to it, bitch. I know, do you ever shut up? No, I don't. But do you ever listen to your bitch-ass chicken shit, high-pitched, annoying, miserable, sorry-ass excuses when the crippled words leak out of your fucking defeated lips? Do you? Of course not. You can be anything. You're capable and sexy. You are deserving, and you are a miracle on a timer. And it's like this. The doors were open, and God said, go play, motherfucker. I'll tell you when it's time to come home, but that's going to be up to me, and you'll never know when that time's going to be. So get as much in as you can, and I'll see you soon. Now that's what happened, so please, hear me out for a second. Snap out of it. Wake the fuck up. Stop wasting your gift being a racist, homophobic, judgmental, hateful, psychotic, woman-abusing, child-molesting, human trafficking, heroin, crack-dealing, pimp-ass gangster, hooker, drug-addicted, stripping, handicap, overweight, disease-carrying, cornflake-looking motherfucker. Stop it. I love you. Even if I don't know you, I love you, because loving? Fuck, man, that feels so much better than hating, holding grudges, hurting people. It feels better to well-wish. A whole lot better than creating terrible thoughts about people. Now that takes energy, and energy takes time, and time is all we have, so don't fucking waste it being an asshole. And always remember, kiddies, karma is real. She's never late, and she always knows your whereabouts, so there's no hiding. Try not to run into her. She's a nasty bitch. Rick said it's coming up. It's coming up, bitches. Back up in Talent Live Studios here in Canton, Michigan, with that badass motherfucker Slick Rick. Rick Young, Lyrical Syndicate. Let's go. I rise above it all, talk more shit than your ass inside of a toilet bowl. Smash you in the head and you'll need a whole fucking bottle of Tylenol. You wanna walk in these shoes, yeah, you can try them on, but they will never fit. Give me your head and I will sever it, and right now I am higher than my motherfucking Everest. I took a razor blade and bled her wrist and sewed it up with a medical kit, and then I beheaded the bitch, and I'm not sorry for my lack of proper fucking etiquette. You better get the fuck away from me before you get stuck in your sweater's rip. Fuck a German Shepherd, I got the head of a pit, and all you mumble rappers do is blow steam like a tea kettle, bitch. I block all of your hot air like a fucking weather strip. I shred them all like a fucking bag of lettuce, cause there ain't nobody better at this. I got a fucking letter fetish, drinking there's no fucking medicine to remedy it. Hang on a minute, I gotta clear my throat. Okay, back at it. You couldn't see me like I was invisible. Take a hit of the shit and you will instantly start tripping from the visuals. And I am not afraid to get a little physical. Run up on you for talking shit like we were in the lunch line back in middle school. Quivering like a little bit, screaming, please quit your fucking pitiful. Don't even try to keep up with this. I'll shove my hand through your stomach and do a Liverpool. I'm cynical, I'll take a shit inside of your motherfucking swimming pool, bitch. Fanatic, I'm like a fucking alphabetical addict. Don't understand what I'm saying, subtitles we can add it. You got an F, I got a baseball bat so I can combat it. Then I'll come back with a nice pick and I'll stab it. Relax and sit your fucking ass down, you silly rabbit. Fucking left hook, right uppercut, now I'm gonna jab it. I can recycle these words like a metal can or a bottle made from plastic. You gonna fuck around and get your ass kicked, and I'm not even trying, this is practice. Put this dick on your lips and rub it in like it was chapstick. My mouth running like we were going around a track, and you're simply stuck in traffic. Motherfucker, I am a Mac, bitch. Yo, pedophiles should all be shot in their fucking head, dug a fucking ditch and buried, or better get burnt, flushed down a toilet, cause that's where shit goes. Save us money. If seeing is believing, you better believe you're fucking witnessing a heathen spitting on a mic and he ain't even breathing, leaving my bloodied and full of lesions. You think he's sick, now you should see what this motherfucking pee's in. Yo, my tongue's sick, bitch, I got a fun dick. All I fucking do is run shit, money by the guns, bitch. And I got a motherfucking knife that I'ma lunge with, then I'll stick it in your motherfucking lungs, bitch. They say that I am stupendous, but I don't even fucking know how this shit is gonna even end, Rick. I wish I could've hung out with fucking Jimi Hendrix. Yo, check it, bitch. I'm dope like a motherfucker. I'll choke the shit out of you, then I'll run you over with a fucking truck. Now your motherfucking body parts are caught up in my wheel and I'm stuck, and I don't give a fuck, bitch.